Starting. All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another beautiful day here on Adventures with Sarah. And today we are going to be cooking live here on Adventures with Sarah, Spanish, because we're doing a Spanish week, courtesy of my friend Jorge. Hello, Jorge, how are you?
How are you doing? I'm good, thank you very much. How's everything over there?
Excellent. So today,
Great.
what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cooking, I'm cooking lunch, and Jorge is going to be cooking himself some dinner, and we're going to be doing a chicken dish. Is that right, Jorge?
That's correct. And you said correct because it's just after 9 o'clock p.m. here. We are in Central European time. So it's, yes, it's dinner for me.
Is that a late dinner though? So that's a good question. In Spain, I know that they do tend to eat a little bit later than us. What's a typical dinner time?
A little bit later? Yeah, a little bit. This is dinner time right now. This is when we start cooking our dinner. And dinner normally is a little bit lighter than lunch. Lunch is also late for your standards, about 1:30, 2 p.m. And dinner, because it's lighter, you might make an omelette or a very, very easy dish like we're going to cook tonight. It's something, very Mediterranean, very typical from here. And also it's one of my mom's recipes. And, I keep it like gold. So it's very easy, quick, fast, nutritious, and delicious.
Very good. Okay, so I'm going to just be cooking quietly in the background. I'm going to let you have your whole attention focused on Jorge. You've seen my kitchen, so let's see how his kitchen is, and I'll go ahead and see if I can replicate it while you're teaching. So take it away, Jorge.
Welcome to my kitchen. Here I am. You all know Sarah, and we all follow Sarah, her cuisine lessons and Cucina Quarantena. And she has her kids helping her with the gimbal and the phone, etc., etc. I'm here on my own, as you see. So what I have to do sometime now and again, and I will do it right now, is some moves. It might be a little bit busy for you, but I will try to make it as easy as I can. So this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get my gimbal out of my tripod. And I'm going to point out, look at the tripod behind me. Can you see it? There it is. And look, this is what we have here prepared. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me over there? Yes. Good, yeah. Good. Technology again. Oh, way, here you are. Look. As I said, it's chicken in garlic sauce, garlic and white wine. So we have a breast of chicken already diced over here, which I have the other half of the breast over there, just to let you know, just in case that you want to cook for 4 instead of 2. This is what we're cooking tonight, just for 2 people, right? So there you are. One of the chicken breast already diced. I have here prepared 1 pint of chicken stock. Also, the white wine has to be dry white wine, which is the same wine that I'm going to have right now over here. This is the wine that I'm going to have a glass while I'm cooking. And this is Verdejo. It's just from an area of Spain called Reda, up in a little bit, like about a couple of hours driving north from Madrid. So that's the wine we're using. We're using extra virgin olive oil, a couple of ounces here. Of course, being in garlic and white wine sauce, it has to be some garlics. There you are. We need half a lemon. I put here the entire lemon. I want to give you a little trick here with the other half of lemon and also the half that we're going to use. And here are the spices. Nothing exotic. Just bay leaves. Here you are, 3 regular bay leaves, and there are some peppercorns, black peppercorns over there, and 1 clove. And you see the clove here? There it is. So, and of course, that is the pot. And now is when I have to go and do exactly the same what I did earlier, but backwards. I have to put the camera on the tripod. Here it is. And I hope you can see me. Yes, you can. So, guys, let's start cooking. This is very, very easy and very quick. And as I said to Sarah earlier, it's one of my mom's recipes that I just keep them all like gold. Here, the oil, just put it in here and just let's start boiling the oil. And together with the spices, the peppercorns and the clove. There you are, I put it in there. when the oil is cold, together with the bay leaves, okay? And then what we're going to do right now is just to move them a little bit, just to make sure that all the spices are immersed in the oil. And there you go. Right now, what we're going to do is, in the meantime, here is the chicken breast, as I told you, diced already, and 1/2 of the lemon. I'm gonna pour the lemon on top of the chicken breast. And this is my little thingy I have just to squeeze the lemon manually. So there we go. Just, you don't need to do the whole 1/2 of the lemon, just, enough, like about, I'll say that way. Now,
how much clove did you put in there, Jorge?
Say it again, please.
How many cloves did you put in?
Just one, because I'm cooking 1/2 of a breast of a chicken. Okay. Just one clove. Oh, by the way, and thank you for mentioning that. If you're cooking double the amount of chicken, just double the ingredients. As easy as that. Okay, it's very, very simple. So just with your hands very clean, you just make sure that all the chicken breast cubes are moist with the lemon juice, and wash your hands again. Let me get that cloth that I have in here, dry my hands. And while the oil is warming up, all we have to do is a knife and the garlics. Look, the garlics are here already peeled, and we don't need to slice them or make perfect slices or little cubes, just like about this size of a garlic clove, just make like about 4 pieces. Okay, so I'm going to do that with all these cloves. I have, let's say, I have 8 cloves of garlic in here, medium size. So you probably can hear that the oil is already, hot enough. So very quickly, we're going to pour the garlic in there. There, and one more. There you go. There you go. Look, guys, I'm just gonna show you how it looks like. I have here from Hawaii. This is typical Hawaiian, you see? And look, this is how it looks like when it's cooking. You see? Just
Very
the garlic
good. Okay.
and all the spices. That's how it goes. So before the garlic gets brown, just move it a little bit more. I'm going to stir just for a few more seconds. All we have to do is to place the chicken with the lemon juice in it inside of the pot. So you can probably hear how all this noise that the chicken is cooking. So let's make sure that the chicken is cooking all together. Unfortunately nowadays with all this, unless you buy free-range chicken, which I did, even though when you cook chicken breasts, they tend to sweat a lot of water when you cook them. But anyway, just let's cope with it and just let's leave it like that. So we have to make sure that this is going to go on a high temperature. So that's why now I'm changing the fire to the big one over here in the center of the pot. In the meantime, I'm just getting another tiny little saucepan in here, and I'm dropping in the chicken stock just to make sure it's warm when I'm going to use it. So I'm going to put it aside. I'm going to turn the fire on. There you go. So that's it. And can you hear the noise, Sarah? I wish you could smell it because, oh my God. So we actually are going to fry the chicken, okay? Not just to seal the chicken, just to fry. And okay, the garlic is getting brown. Wow. Oh, again, I wish you could smell this. It's absolutely beautiful. Alrighty, so with this, and I'm just going to show you again how it looks like. Look at this. Wait a second, please. There you go. Oh, by the way, Sarah, can you recognize that shape?
I think that looks like the state I live in.
Yeah, that's right. That's the state of Washington. There you go. It's part of the decoration of my kitchen. All right. So here this is what it looks like. Look at that. And just stirring everything and making sure that all the chicken is fried. There you go. That is the chicken broth that I have there warming up. So, all right, Sarah, do you remember when we talked about this? That was something that you shouldn't forget to bring with you or to have with you while we're cooking.
Some wine.
Ah, yeah, that's right. So, as I said, has to be, it's the same wine I'm going to use for the chicken. Some of you might think, oh my God, that is a sacrilege, just to use wine to cook. Listen, guys, in the Mediterranean countries, and probably Sarah, you know that because we know that you love Italy. In Italy, the wine is also like in Spain, a religion, isn't it? And the prices are very affordable here. So that bottle of wine, I know because I've seen it online, that in States is about $25. I paid for that yesterday, €3.50 for that bottle of wine. So, salud, chicos, we say.
That's not fair, salud. Jorge, but you have delicious cheap wine. That's not fair at all. I'm going to have a red, so.
Go for it. Yeah, why not? All righty, so let's stir.
I actually had a Vino Verde picked out to drink with you today, but yeah, I did because I really like Vino Verde from Portugal, but
yeah, I love it.
I don't know where the cleaners put it. I set it out on the countertop. I think they might have thrown it away.
Oh, bad luck.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of the good things about the chicken is that white or red goes perfect with it. Okay. No. I mean to drink with it, not to cook with it. Yeah. All right, so there I can see that the chicken is on its way, and I have something really special for you here today. It's a little surprise. I'm gonna teach you how to infuse oil instantly. If you want to infuse oil with some herbs and some spices and whatsoever, you have to put the oil with everything that you want, the flavor that you want in it, and store it for about a month, 6 weeks, something like that. This is another little trick that many chefs, they use it, and it is instantly. The only thing is that you cannot use it at this unless it passes a couple of hours after you have infused, but you infuse it immediately. So how are we going to do that? Stay here and you'll learn how to do it, because this is almost done. I mean, the chicken is almost fried, and that is exactly the point when we do this. Listen, guys, we just pour the wine in it, and this is exactly the same wine I'm drinking out of the bottle. I'm using it. It's a dry wine, never a sweet wine. So I put the wine in it. There you go. And then with the warm chicken broth that I have here, what I do is I get exactly the same amount, the same volume of the wine, which was more or less half a glass. That's about in between 2 and 3 ounces of liquid ounces. And I pour it together inside of the chicken. Let me remove it a little bit, and then I will show you how it looks like. Okay. Oof, my goodness, the smell. Thank you, Sarah, because thanks to you tonight, I'm going to have a beautiful meal, Okay, let's go again, and I will show you how it looks like. So, there you are. This is the pot already together with the wine, all the spices. That there was only the clove and the peppercorns, the 3 bay leaves in there, together with the garlic, chicken, the chicken broth, and the wine. So all we have to do is to bring it to a boil, as is it happening now. And all we have to do is just to stir it again a little bit more, just like that. And we have to let it boil until the broth inside thickens up and becomes a gravy. Okay, that will take us from now like about 10, 15 minutes, more or less. So in the meantime, this is when I'm going to, give you this little tipping how to infuse the oil instantly. And let me show you again. Okay, look, I have here in this little tray 3 bay leaves, all right? I have 2 cloves of garlic. I have 3 dried chili peppers. Here they are, 3 small ones. Oops, one of them is just here. I'm picking it up and going to there. And there I have, it depends on you in how spicy you like your infused oil. But I have just got a bunch of black peppercorns and 3 cloves. Do not forget that the cloves flavor is very intense, okay? So I have all the ingredients here, and look what I'm doing. In this other pot, here are the peppercorns together with the clove, the chili peppers, and the bay leaves. They are in here. The 2 cloves of garlic, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut them in half. Just look. One cut in half and the other cut in half. So here you see the 4 pieces of garlic, all right? Everything is now in this little saucepan. What am I going to do is 1 pint of extra virgin olive oil, 1 pint. Pour it in there, just like that. There you go. All righty. So now I'm going to put this on the hob. I'm going to turn the fire on. There you are. The gas on, sorry, not the fire, the gas. And at a very low temperature. And you might think that this could be a little bit gross, but it's not. As long as you are a good chef, you need to have your hands clean all the time. And how do you know when the thing is totally infused? As simple as this. Look at my hand. I'm just sticking my index finger in it. And the moment I don't feel the oil is cold, that means that it's not hot either, it's body temperature, is when you have to turn the gas off and let it sit there for at least a couple of hours. After that, you can do 2 things. You can put it in a bottle, and one of those serving bottles that just to dress your salad, or you can just put everything through a calendar and get just the oil. But this is what I do, and this is how I use it. I have this bottle, and can you see inside what it has? The bay leaves and all the spices down in here together with the garlic. And I use this just for salads. You have no idea how the taste of the salad changes with this. So let's see how it goes. Still okay, still colder than the temperature of my finger. And I mustn't forget about our chicken, which is here. We don't want to fire in my kitchen tonight. So here it is, boiling. And let's check again that. Oh, now it's getting there, almost. I think it needs just a few more seconds. By the way, look at this beautiful tomato I got today. Oh, it's one of my favorite things, tomato salads with a little bit of tuna fish on top and some olives, and that's it. So I believe that the oil is ready. All we have to do is just put it aside and let it sit for at least a couple of hours. After that couple of hours, you cannot believe how all the spices in it, just like that. Can you see what I'm doing here? Just cover it with a plate. There you go. And within a couple of hours, I will have more oil. And then at the end, as I told you, just put everything through a calendar and have just the oil, or put it in a bottle like this and dress your salad. Simple, easy. You're gonna say, wow, a pint of extra virgin olive oil. Well, guys, I have to say this again and again and again. Spain has been the largest producer of olive oil. in the whole world for more than 40 years. And that's why, it's so affordable to buy the olive oil in this country. Let me show you. This is a little bottle, okay? And this is $4.50. And that is expensive because prices have gone up very much lately. The inflation, the last year inflation has gone up to 6.5% in 1 year. So this about a year ago could have cost something like about $3.80, $3.90. Now it's $4.50. But it's almost 2 times. Yeah.
Okay, that's just hilarious, Jorge. Do you know how much a bottle like that would cost in the United States?
I don't know, $20 maybe?
Yeah, at least.
Let me show you something. And this is one of my providers from Granada. That whenever I have a chance, and he has, he sends me a WhatsApp message. This is how I buy the oil in bottles of 5 liters, which is 1 gallon and a quarter. And this, having it delivered from Granada, I buy it in boxes of 3 of these bottles. Okay, so it's 15 liters. It's like 15 quarters, and the three bottles delivered from Granada to here is 45 euros. Sorry about that.
That's not very nice, Jorge, to tease me like that. You know how I feel about olive oil.
I know how you feel about the olive oil, yeah. And this one is comes from a family-run business that they have their own mill and their own trees, and it's a very limited production every year. So the name is Loaimes. And as I say, it's from the south of Spain, from Granada. So let me put it back on the place where it belongs, which is down here. And one of the things that I want to say also is that we use extra virgin olive oil almost for everything, even for deep frying. And look, I have my deep fryer here. I'm going to show it to you as well. Look, I'm just going to change the other camera, the back of the phone. Look, here it is, my deep fryer. And look, that is extra virgin olive oil, what I have in the deep fryer. So there you see. Alrighty, let's see how it is going. There you go. Can you see, guys, can you perceive how the sauce is thickening up a little bit in here? It is. So we still need, I think, no more than 5 minutes. And how do you serve this? Okay, there is a couple of ways you can make it. Just per se, as it is now, just put it on a plate, and then hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute. Okay,
I'm gonna need rice. That's what I decided.
Oh, you're just reading my mind, Sarah, because I have a container here in the fridge with already boiled rice. So you can do that.
Oh,
put
look
it
at
on
that.
a plate. So you can put some, this is already boiled from about a couple of hours ago. So just put it on a plate, a bit of boiled rice, just like that. And because it's been in the fridge for a couple of hours, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it inside of the microwave. So it might be a little bit noisy now, guys. So sorry about that, but I'm just going to, I have to do it. All right, where's my, oh, here it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is getting there. This is getting there. Oh, my goodness, and the smell as well. By the way, I just would like to say, Sarah, if you allowed me, that I'm opening a channel in Facebook called No Land for Lazy Chefs. That's the name of it. So,
No land for lazy chefs.
Yeah, that's right. And
all right,
it's a little bit hot in here. That's why I'm doing this. So sorry about that. I didn't want to turn the extractor on because it's a little bit too noisy. So yes, No Land for Lazy Chefs. You can find me in Facebook and also in Instagram. All right, and it's going to be 1 or maybe 2 posts per week. Sometimes it's going to be live. Sometimes it's going to be just pre-recorded and edited. But just for you to let you know that that's going to be out there for very easy, simple recipes. Okay, so the rice is already boiled and the chicken is done. Oh,
So
yes, it is.
Jorge, maybe what we should do is that I should be a guest on your cooking show then.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, by all means. Yeah,
Maybe we could
I would
make like
love
an
that.
Italian Spanish fusion dish.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I can cook pasta, you can cook paella.
Yeah, exactly, like a pasta with a paella sauce.
Okay, guys.
I'll never be allowed back into Italy if I do that, you know.
You took the words off my mouth. Okay, guys, I'm just changing the base of the handle of my gimbal here because I have a mini tripod in this part. So just forgive me about this. But as I said at the very beginning, I'm on my own here, so I need to manage everything. There you go. So look, this is how the chicken looks like. Here we are. Have you seen how the sauce has gone down and is a gravy? There you go. Look at that. And the smell of that. Oh my God. Well, so now, before placing the chicken on the bed of rice, let me just show you something that is a little trick that my mom showed me, which is, do you remember at the very beginning I showed you the full lemon and I've used just half of it? Okay, that lemon can be used for some of the purposes, right? But what about this part? Okay, do you want to be ecological? Do you want to be organic? Do you want to be, innovative? Although it is a very old trick. Look, this is what we're going to do. I'm gonna open my kitchen here and look what I have in there. Other halves of lemon. So I put it inside in there, and that is a natural deodorant for the entire fridge. No odors coming out of the fridge if you put that in there, and that can last in here with full effectiveness for all the odors coming out of the fridge for at least 10 days. So there you see, a natural way and also ecological way to use the lemon part of what we have used. So let's see how I can make this. Wait a second, I just need to do this.
I think, Jorge, you read my mind because my fridge smells weird, so I'm going to use that trick right now. You know what I do with what I do with the half of the lemon is I put a part of it down my sink into the garbage disposal because it deodorizes my sink as well. But I'm going to try your trick. That sounds good. I'm doing it right now.
Oh, hey, what you said sounds like a very fantastic idea as well. So yeah, I'm going to use yours and you use mine, and then we exchange thoughts in a few days to see how it goes, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so here it is. I believe that you can see. Yes, you can. You can see what I'm doing here. So I'm getting the chicken and I'm putting it over the bed of the rice. There it is. And now the sauce, which is thick, it's like a gravy. I just pour it all over, just like this. Look what I'm doing. And some of you might be saying now, wait a minute, I've seen some other ingredients in your recipe. You said that it was going to be some parsley. Can you see the parsley here? So let's go for it. Let's get a bunch of the parsley, just like this.
You know, Jorge, there was no parsley at the grocery store. Here in the United States, our shelves are bare. You can't get everything that you usually can, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
Because people, well, COVID, people not being able to ship the things they need to ship.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So our grocery stores
dry parsley also can work. All right.
There we go. I got that.
All right. So just sprinkle some over it, just like that. And look what we have here. I'm just going to get my gimbal. Look, guys. Doesn't it look beautiful?
Oh my gosh, yours looks more beautiful than mine, Jorge. I have to tell you. So, well, mine's not plated yet. And I didn't chop my chicken. I used chicken tenderloins. It looks good and it smells fantastic. So slightly different results. As always, results may vary.
Oh my God. Sarah, I'm going to say something that you might say is not appropriate, but I think it is. When I have this kind of moments in my life, I call these gastronomical orgasms. I just love it.
I'm shocked. Yeah. I'm shocked.
I know you are. Yeah.
It's really good.
But it's absolutely beautiful. And you've seen, I mean, we started the broadcasting here at 9 o'clock my time. And it's just barely after 30 minutes since we started, and I showed you everything. So if you just drop the time of all my explanations and everything, that would take you about 20 minutes to prepare. And look,
wow,
that is another portion left over there in the pot. So
yeah, that was really
one
fast.
Full plate. Yeah, it's really fast, nutritious, and as I said, it's one of my mom's recipe that I'm sharing here with all of you. And well, what can I say? It's again, this is the wine that I've used for the chicken, but I also drink it. I forgot to drink some while I was you've seen on my kitchen, you know, I have a little tele here, an old-fashioned clock hanging on the wall over there as well.
Well, you know what? This is a fabulous and easy recipe. And it's funny because when I think about Spanish cuisine, I don't even really know what that is outside of like ham, like we talked about the other day. That's the thing that comes to mind. This is delicious. It's easy and delicious. And I'm going to have it over some rice as soon as it's done. And it's so yummy that my cat is sitting around trying to get a
Really?
Yeah, she jumped all the way up on the counters to try and figure out what's going on. So
really,
I approve, and so does Isis. Delicious.
As I said, you don't really need to have exotic things in your pantry just to cook something really, really nice, simple, easy, and also economical. Let's be honest. I mean, a breast of chicken is something which is not very expensive. A handful of rice. There you have the parsley, and just probably the most expensive part on this for you might be the wine. For us, it's also something very, very affordable.
Oh, you and your cheap wine and cheap olive oil. It's not fair.
well, you know what? I mean, this is public now. This is public. I'm promising you, whenever you come to Spain, I'm going to take you to a regular supermarket, not to a fancy wine shop that we do have. Loads of fancy wine shops in here, but I'm going to take you just to a regular supermarket, and you're going to be shocked about the prices. If you want me to say something here about the wines, is that once in one of my tours, I had a couple of travelers that they said to me, Jorge, we're going to that shop over there, and we have seen some bottles of wine. And I said, what shop? Because they were kind of shocked, you know. And it was one of those convenience stores that they are downtown in big cities that things are always overpriced. So he just took me inside because it was just there, the shop. So he said, what about this wine? Can we trust this wine? I mean, that wine was equivalent to this one that I'm drinking here, more or less the same, but it was like double the price that in a normal supermarket. So it was like about €7, the bottle. And then that person was asking me, that couple was asking me if a €7 bottle of wine was trusted enough to be drunk and not like, how do you call that? Boone's Farm or something like that?
Boone's Farm, yeah. Or $2 check, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
if you're something like that? $7 in the United States for a bottle of wine. It depends on where you get it. You know, if I got a $7 grocery store bottle of wine, it would be good for cooking probably. But Trader Joe's, maybe it would be drinkable, maybe. But yeah, I know how it is in Italy, in France, and Spain, especially Spain and Portugal. $7 gets you a really nice bottle of wine.
Good one. And now that you mentioned Trader Joe's, last time I was there in the States, I went to one of the Trader Joe's. It was in California. And I found out that now and again, they have deals on Italian wines and also Spanish wines. And I have to tell you, I was shocked about the price. Knowing how much the wine is over there, I found Italian wines, very good quality, I have to say, for $7 a bottle in Trader Joe's. So check on that because you might be surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a great place to look for Spanish wines. So we'll talk. I think we should talk a little further about Spanish wines at a later date because I'd love to learn from you about that. Since I know Rioja, and that's about the end of the road there. So I'd love to learn a little bit. But for now, we'll stop there. So thank you so much, Jorge, for joining us again today and taking us for a culinary journey in Spain. And tomorrow,
thank you.
We're going to be doing modern Madrid. So bright and early, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, we'll be doing a walk through modern Madrid. So we hope to see you all then. Thanks so much, Jorge. Gracias.
De nada, it's been a pleasure. And this is my chicken saying goodbye to you. Bye. Bye-bye, Sarah. Thank you.